Welcome to this video. It's an overture to a monthly masterclass series that I do. And this one is actually number 7, and it's called Blinded by Sound. It's a topic I've been very interested in for a long time, very long time, 35 years. And I just wanted to make a little intro on it. So if people happen to see it, maybe they'd like to come to the masterclass on it. Let's face it. You know, I think every instrumentalist in a certain kind of way, very jazz players too, but very big I've noticed into, classical music players, whether it's chamber music, whether they're soloists, whether they're in an orchestra, band, whatever the ensemble is. There's really something with sound. People get totally like the tone, the sound. And I understand. I get very preoccupied with sound of a certain kind, and it kept changing, and different times in my life it was leaning in one direction or another at other times in my life. And I go back and listen to some of the Empire Brass Quintet recordings that I was on, the Russian brass, for example, and my sound was very different back then. First of all, I was a lot younger. And all that does to contribute to a sound. So we can think about sound in a lot of different ways, can't we? What we're influenced by. I knew someone, I think it was Michael Mulcahy. He said he heard a sound by this one player. I don't know if he named the player or not, but he said he was just totally caught on this sound. There was something about that sound that really got into him. And he has a magnificent sound, If you took a lot of fine trombonists, could you pick a favorite sound? Is that like picking ice cream? Oh man, that vanilla is just heaven. Someone says vanilla. Chocolate. Deep chocolate. Someone might like more strawberry, right? Unfortunately, I just tapped into a trio that is a very famous trio with ice cream, because when I was young, it was vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. I didn't like strawberry. I actually liked mixing vanilla and chocolate. I've expanded since then. But the point is there an objective way of measuring quality? What does the sound do to you? What does it activate in you? Is it just the sound, meaning just the timbre? Or is it what the musician is putting inside of that sound that's actually having a play? And I believe that is the case. But I want to get into this in the masterclass. Maybe we'll have people play. People are invited to bring their instruments and play a bit. We're not going to have a judging contest on who has the most wonderful sound and take a vote on it. First of all, I don't totally know what my sound sounded like in the computer right now was I angled. I tried to find something that sounded okay. It sounds better with headphones when I listen to it a lot of times in this situation. But notice the title of the masterclass is called Blinded by Sound. So as much as I'm talking about sound here, the different textures and overtone configurations and mixes that can happen between a person and a particular instrument, producing that sound. Can we be blinded by it? Can we be blinded by it like, oh, look at that very attractive person walking down the street, where we're probably not thinking person yet, we're thinking body. Is it that kind of blinded? Or do we think it needs to measure up to some standard in ourselves about what is a fine sound? So, a topic that's been talked about before, but every day's different. I don't know what July 31st, 2021 is going to bring to the table about sound. Blinded by sound. And we'll get into what I mean about that. It will uncover a lot about human behavior, human thinking. Probably will go a bit deep, but we'll still talk about sound. And find out maybe why we're attracted to certain things. And is there an objective measurement? That's a fascinating thing. I remember John Swallow said to me once, does the trombone have its own sound? Well, all of you have access to YouTube. I'm sure you could listen to trombone sounds all day long and figure out, oh, that one's nice, but I like this one. But wait, I just heard that one, and go through all this thing. But I encourage you to listen to other instruments and see what sound of that other instrument, really different ones, like violin, oboe, clarinet, timpani, snare drum. They don't all sound the same, even though we can recognize them as that particular sound. And it brings up the thing, are we all trying to sound the same lately? Hope to see you Saturday.